welcome to our top 5 under 5,
where we briefly go over 5 of our best or worst selections under 5 minutes.
Since the clock is ticking, let's get right to it.
Number 5, Tomorrow War. Directed by Chris McKay and starring Chris Pratt in this Amazon Prime release, it's an action-packed adventure film which is highly entertaining. Pratt's character is drafted to fight a future war where the fate of humanity relies on his ability to confront the past.
This movie also inherits the best parts of Alien, Edge of Tomorrow, Event Horizon, and Riddick.
If you haven't seen Tomorrow War, we highly recommend you watch it.
Now let's keep this hamster wheel moving, pal. So our next pick is number 4, The Florida Project. Directed by Sean Baker and starring Willem Dafoe and Brooklyn Prince in this Netflix drama, which is set over one summer as the film follows a precocious 6-year-old as she courts mischief and adventure while bonding with her rebellious but caring mother, all while living in the shadows of Walt Disney World.
It was interesting to see the dynamic between Dafoe and Prince, as both were fantastic in the roles they played.
We also enjoyed the indie vibe this film had, which also shows you can produce great work with a small budget.
Great point. In fact, the performances from the entire cast felt very natural and far from contrived. Next up is number 3, At Eternity's Gate, directed by Julian Schnabel and starring Willem Dafoe in this Netflix avant-garde style film about the life of artist Vincent van Gogh.
A heads up, be prepared to experience a mix of dialogue and silence. At times it allows the film to breathe, and at times it could be very annoying. But we thought this film was unique enough to stand out from the crowd.
Oscar Isaac's performance as Gauguin was so good, it made you wish he would have had a film of his own. We obviously enjoyed this one since we ranked it number 3.
As a side note, Willem Dafoe made our list twice in the top 5.
Which doesn't happen very often. Now, let's keep it moving.
Number 2 is Squid Game, directed by Hwang Dong-hyuk and starring Lee Jung-jae along with a wonderful cast of actors.
This Netflix thriller series quickly caught our attention within the first 15 minutes of episode 1. So much so that we binge-watched all the episodes. No joke.
And in this case, the series is great, and we're curious to see if there'll be a season 2 since they left it open-ended. But we'll see what happens. And our final pick, at number 1, Wrath of Man, directed by Guy Ritchie and starring Jason Statham. This action crime film reunites both Ritchie and Statham after 15 years for a spectacular return to the big screen.
From the direction, writing, acting, and action, this film knocks it out of the park. We've even watched it several times and have confirmed that it has no burn factor.
Now keep in mind, we're big fans of the John Wick franchise.
In fact, if there's any film that's on par with the action from the first John Wick film, it would be Wrath of Man.
Yes! Revenge films never get old. Well, that's all for now. Wait, we're not even close to 5 minutes. Don't we owe the folks a few minutes more?
Nah, we're good for now. Plus, I'm beat. We'll give it back to them on the next one. We're out of here.